Hi guys, it's Tom from Dreamlight Gaming, bringing you another X-Wing unboxing. This time we are doing TIE Advanced Expansion Pack. It's one of the final pieces I wanted to add to my Imperial fleet. You get the big Mr. V in here himself, and that's the main reason you get it. So without further ado, let's rip it open. So again, I've pre-cut that. I haven't used like Sith power to rip that apart because the boxes are ridiculously hard, aren't they? And let's have a look. So to get it out, as all things you'd expect, you get a nice bag with all the components in, and the ship itself. So we'll just get those bits over there. We'll start with the ship again. It comes in its own little pack. Obviously it's a TIE Advanced this time, so it's not a basic TIE fighter. As we have a look. Got a little bag with the base and components in. We've got a little bag with the widget, which, there we go, holds the maneuver dial forward. And more importantly, we've got the pre-painted, hand-painted ship itself. The detail on these is fantastic for the fact that they are. I mean, I know again ties are grey and black, but I haven't picked the most brightly coloured thing. But at the end of the day, that's what it looks like. So, as with all things, a little pack here where you've got your stand. And they're just easy enough to click together, aren't they? I mean, I keep all my collection in just a tray in the office. Obviously, I don't have to travel very far to come to one of our tournaments, literally it's through a door. So I just keep them all like that. And there he is, there's Mr. TIE Advanced. But as all things in X-Wing, like every other pack that we've sold, it's more about what's in this. So, some of the combinations that are coming out with the new ships. I mean, these ships are Wave 1, the Wave 2 ships we've shown you. The combinations now you can do with them all is becoming quite scary, to be honest with you. So, as all things, we've got TIE Advanced have hard Fantasy Flight Games card stock. They're fantastic, to be honest with you. Manoeuvres wise, the TIE Advanced is quick. It's still got a 5 straight forward. The 2 banks. It's a TIE fighter essentially. That's what people need to not forget. It doesn't have 1 sharp. It has 1 shallows, but it's still a manoeuvrable chap. Obviously you've got target locks in there. That gives away one of the things, because the TIE Advanced can target lock, it can evade, it can barrel roll, and it can focus. So you get everything you need in there. And finally, shields. Yes, you have 2 shields and 3 hit points. So all in all, he's a bit of a chap. He's a bit of a beast. So, as we all know, though, it comes down to your pilots. So, we'll start at the bottom and work our way up. We have a Tempest Squadron pilot, which is pilot skill 2 in a TIE Advanced. He's 21 points, 2 red, 3 green, 3 yellow and 2 blue. He's got all the abilities we've said already, and he can take one of the missile upgrades. It is a slightly heavier TIE, so it can fire missiles, rockets, things like that. Moving up 1, we have a Storm Squadron pilot who's 23 points. Basically the same thing. He is, however, pilot skill 4, so he's a bit nippier. As with things with the Imperials, I've found out that the lower level chaps tend to be just as good as the upwards ones. But there you go. Next one, we've got one of the name pilots. He's Marek Stel. He's in a TIE Advanced. When your attack deals a face-up damage card to the defender, instead draw 3 damage cards, choose 1 to deal, and discard the others. He's pilot skill 7. He can take the medallion and the missile upgrade. He's in a TIE Advanced. He's actually pretty horrific when you think about it, because if he can pick the best critical for him out of 3 he's dealt to somebody, which is pretty horrific. But I'm afraid for me he's going to be overshadowed by the simple fact that we have pilot skill 9 Darth Vader. He's in TIE Advanced X1, so the ship itself, there's no difference in spec wise, but during your perform an action step you may perform 2 actions. I mean, that's ridiculous. 2 actions. He's pilot skill 9, he's got all the TIE Advanced usual stuff. He can take the missile and he can take the pilot upgrade, which is crazy, to be totally honest with you. But he's Vader. At the end of the day, you wouldn't expect him to be weak, would you? Speaking of missiles, we have concussion missiles. They attack with a target lock, range band 2 to 3, 4 red damage dice. You may change 1 of your blank results to a hit result, which is horrific. It's 4 points though, so there you go. We have cluster missiles. which is 3 attack dice. At range band 1 to 2, you can attack twice with the expendable target lock, which is pretty horrific again. We have 3 new medallions. We have Swarm Tactics, which we've seen before in the Thai one. Now you've got to consider how excellent Swarm Tactics is with Vader, because he can make other TIE fighters pilot skill 9 for the shooting, which is pretty filthy, particularly if you've got things like Maul and Mythal suddenly can jump up to pilot skill 9 and cause some serious damage. We've got Expert Handling, action, perform a free barrel roll action. If you do not have the barrel roll action, instead receive a stress token. You may then remove 1 target lock from your ship. So that is ridiculous. If somebody's target locked you, you can barrel roll out of the way and they lose the target lock. We also have, last but least, the classic Squad Leader. It's an action. Choose 1 ship at range band 1 to 2 that has a lower pilot skill than you. This ship may immediately perform a free action and is straight down the Death Star trench for 2 points. So you've got to think, if you instantly want to put Vader with perhaps Maul and Mythal and Backstabber in a little trio, you've got all the cards you can do that now to reenact some of your favourite scenes from the films. So that's your TIE Advanced unboxing. It's £10.80 from ourselves while stocks last. Hope you've enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more unboxings. As always, this is Tom signing off. Keep it dreamlike.